Remember COVID-19? Remember how the virus killed millions around the world and caused so much hardship? And remember how the over-the-top measures to combat the virus, especially once we had weaker strains and especially after vaccines were available, well, remember how all that did far more social and economic damage than the actual disease. And remember the debate about the origins of the virus and the ridiculous claims about bats in markets and China's attempt to blame frozen food imported from America? Well, we all know that most of the media and most of the politicians have tried to hide the facts on this issue for various reasons. And in the first days of the new Trump administration, the CIA is rectifying that situation.
The CIA is out with a new statement concluding it is likely the COVID-19 virus leaked from a Chinese lab. The agency noting, however, it has, quote, low confidence in that judgment. For nearly 5 years, the CIA has said it was unclear whether the pandemic stemmed from human exposure to an infected animal or a lab leak.
Yeah, in fact, this finding, of course, should have happened earlier. The information has been there. It just took a change of administration to bring it out.
I had the opportunity on my first day to make public an assessment that actually took place in the Biden administration. So it can't be accused of being political, and it does assess. The CIA has assessed that the most likely cause of this pandemic that has wrought so much devastation around the world was because of a lab-related incident in Wuhan. And so we'll continue to investigate that moving forward.
Now, this is terrific, even if it's late in the game. The facts always need to get a run. I mean, on this program, by speaking to experts and looking at publicly available information, I was able to suggest with a fair degree of confidence, even back in 2020, that the virus came from the Wuhan Institute of Virology. In a moment, a fascinating interview about the origins of COVID-19 or the Wuhan coronavirus and why we need a detailed and transparent investigation into its origins and how it was allowed to spread around the world. The closest known virus to COVID-19 was detected in southern China 8 years ago, linked to bats in the caves of Yunnan province. And it is a matter of public record that virus samples were taken to China's top viral laboratory, the Wuhan Institute of Virology, for further work aimed at preventing another SARS epidemic. Given the distance between these locations is over 1,500 kilometres, what are the chances that the virus just happened to pop up not anywhere else in the country, not at another wet market, but at the one in the shadows of the Wuhan Institute? Yeah, it was obvious almost 5 years ago, and you'll remember my colleague Sharry Markson produced some world-exclusive journalism drilling down into this issue, revealing an amazing amount of detail that pointed to the lab leak theory, with so-called gain-of-function research conducted in cahoots with American scientists. Sharry pulled it all together in a documentary here on Sky and published a book on it all, What Really Happened in Wuhan. Well, now that the truth is out, remember also how Sharry Markson copped a mansplaining and supercilious lecturing in journalism from the publicly funded ABC. Sharry has revealed repeatedly that US intelligence agencies and other governments, including our own, remain open-minded about this possibility and want it thoroughly investigated. Yet last year, Barry, the ABC and Media Watch decided they knew better and that Beijing's line about bats in wet markets was the unquestionable truth.
So, given all those expert doubts, was this sensational treatment really justified?
Batman! Exclusive!
We think not. We also think Markson should have told readers that almost every virus expert had dismissed the lab escape theory.
How pompous and how wrong can you get? If only Paul Barry and the ABC were as strong on facts and journalism as they are on smugness. Sharry Markson is, of course, vindicated, and the ABC got this one as wrong as they got the Russia collusion nonsense when it came to the first election of Donald Trump. I wonder what we'd have to wait longer for, an admission of fault from China or an apology from the ABC?